use each other's strengths.
You used to have a symbiotic relationship. Let's reestablish this.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Far Glen actually has a kin coat.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has a meeting with the kin whilst wearing a kin.
He's just like, I'm going to take this off right here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this over there.
It's like we can make amazing clothes. I'll use something else's. Yeah.
But in his private apartments, he puts that jacket right back on. Far Glen is kind of a jerk.
Yeah, and it's
he's set in his ways.
He probably has a kitten skin.
Probably. Yeah. Far Glen's private apartments in Dread Mountain. He's got an entire wardrobe of kinskin clothes. He's got his kinskin rug. He's got a kinskin blanket. He's got kinskin slippers.
He has one mounted.
He has
one mounted. He has one stuffed.
Yeah. He's got several of them stuffed, and they're in various poses. One's holding up his. One is sitting down, and he uses that as a seat, and the other one is holding up the top of a table.
He has a little baby one.
Yeah.
He has a centerpiece. That's a center table.
It's his napkin holder and his salt and pepper holder. Yeah. It's kin everywhere. You don't go into Far Glen's apartments.
So they end up finding out, it's like, oh crap, it's the Belt of Del Toro. What's going on? And they explain to him, and it's just like, okay then. Just so what we're going to try to do, you're still going to they say, okay, we're not going to use any more Galax poison. We're going to set that away for safety.
Yeah, they've got a lot of it stocked up, but they're not going to give it to the Grey Guards anymore.
So they decided to mix some Boolong
sap. Yeah, so it would look like it.
To make it look like it. And that's another thing that kind of sets it up for a good while. They end up symbiotic relationship, and then they start moving on to the next gem.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Lord, it just left my brain.
But with
this episode has felt like 15 minutes in hell. There's been no organization. We're totally unprepared and a massive amount of interruptions.
We started late. And also this was a fun episode.
It was a lot of fun because it was a fun episode to do, and then it was just it's my favorite book because of I think the pacing of it is perfect.
But also you stay in one place,
more or less, one little area. But you get some backstory on Doom. You get an awesome villain in Gellick. He's just fun to read. And it's just perfect pacing. There's not a lot of we're just sitting around doing nothing or just ridiculous amount of boom, 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 boom. Let's move.
Like it was in the last one. But this one, it's a good steady pace of of the story.
And it gives you exactly what you want. It really, really does. Aside from the weird wiener dog dragons, in my mind, do not look like wiener dogs.
The kin is let's think, where I've watched the anime, I don't see the kin, the wiener dogs. Every time when I picture something, I picture what it shows in the anime more than anything else.
I've yet to watch the anime.
That's going to be another endeavor where we get we'll maybe watch 3 episodes.
Yeah.
At a time. Because that's the saying, there's 60 episodes, so it would
take a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the book, all is right. They can rest for a half a moment. Because they stay at Dread Mountain for a little bit, don't they?
I think they do.
Because, the gnomes are rejoicing Gellick is gone, and then we're going to keep up the facade that he's still here making poison, and we're going to, manufacture fake blisters for the Grey Guards, and
let's say
the kin come back to Dread Mountain, and everything is right with the world.
That ends well.
Yes.
So for this one, what would you like? You give this one 5 out of 5?
Yeah, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's my favorite of all of them. I think it's the best one of all of them. Because I mean, because of the perfect pacing, and it's got a good story and everything, and the ending isn't abrupt.
It kind of gives you a satisfying ending.
Yes, yeah. Gellick is killed in a way that makes sense with what they have. You know, Jasmine didn't fly down from the rafters and slit his throat with a sword out of nowhere. You know, it was
actually a pretty decent villain. And if it wasn't for, like, you know, just the convenience of them finding the wellspring that they did, like, because they saved up a bottle of it.
But that's the thing. That's a good thing. She's really good at, you know, is it foreshadowing?
Yeah.
You know, where you bring up or show something that is important in its own right, but then suddenly is really useful down the road.
Yeah.
She does this a lot, but she does it really good. It comes in handy. It comes really in handy.
Are you having trouble there, Fonzie?
A little bit. Stuff like this is, you know, it's really handy in the third quest, especially with Laughing Jack. But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, like this one, I really do enjoy. Like, but the next one is probably my favorite.
It's the worst one. There is no maze.
I'm re-listening to it right now. I love it.
There is no maze. It's called the Maze of the Beast. It is at best a hole. At best. That they fall into and then get out of. Real fast. There is no maze. There's no maze. This book is all over the place. She doesn't know where it's going, what to do, nothing. And because this series is so good of presenting
if you can't
like
tell,
this,
the next episode is going to be very Hateful-esque.
Yeah, the whole series is so good of like presenting you something that you're like teasing. You know, this is going to happen. Like this could happen, and then you really want it to happen, and then it goes ahead and gives you what you want, and you're like, yes, I knew that was going to happen, but it happened, and I love it. The sixth book doesn't do any of that. The sixth book goes, I'm going to give you... No, I'm not. I'm good. This might happen. You want it to happen? Yes, I want it to happen. Give it... No, you can't have it.
And that has been a preview of our next episode. Yeah. So we're going to end this one on a high note of a hateful rant. We'll catch you guys next week on the Pod of Del Toro as we go into the Maze of the Beast.
Thank you for listening to this podcast by The Real Caudle Productions. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it. Reach out to us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Real Caudle Productions or at our email at kaijureviewforyou@gmail.com. The Real Caudle Productions hope you've enjoyed this program.